Hey guys, Matt here with A1amps.com, and in this video we're going to be checking out my personal Supro Royal Reverb. Now this thing is a 2x10 combo with tube-driven spring reverb, tremolo, and 3 different selectable power levels: 35 watt, 45 watt, and 60 watt, which is great for controlling how much headroom you want. So first of all, let's check out a nice clean tone without the reverb or tremolo, and we're on the 35 watt setting. So today I'm playing my 58 reissue Carina Explorer, and it's got some interesting pickups in it. The bridge, or the neck pickup, is actually a DiMarzio humbucker from hell, which is designed to get some more single coily, stratty-like tones. And the bridge is a Seymour Duncan JB, just for some straightforward humbucker stuff. With a little higher gain, which is great. Makes this thing a really versatile guitar. So let's crank up the volume. There's only one volume knob on this, no master. So the more you turn it up, the more it starts to break up. So I'm going to crank it all the way up, switch to the bridge, and let's hear how this thing sounds. So you could hear that thing was really breaking up a lot, and that was on the 35 watt setting with the volume cranked. But this thing having two more power levels, if you switch it up into the 45 or 60 watt modes, the headroom really increases a lot, which lets you play this thing quite loud. If you're in a band or playing gigs, it's great for that. And it just makes this amp really versatile. So I'm going to switch it into the 60 watt mode now. And you can hear how it stays a little more clean, even at those higher volumes. Now let's jump back into the 35 watt mode with moderate volume and check out some of the reverb settings. It's got a really nice, lush, springy quality to it. It's got this nice vintage vibe, and it sounds great at whatever setting you have it at. Now, one of the really cool things with this amp that makes it different than some of the Fenders and Voxes is the tremolo. It's actually wired in after the reverb. So the reverb feeds into the tremolo and creates this big washy vibe, and is one of the main reasons I got this amp. It's really great. So let's check that out on the 35 watt setting with the reverb on and some mild tremolo. Now, when you take this amp from the 35 watt mode into either the 45 or the 60 watt, the tremolo actually changes, and it gets a totally different feel to it. It goes from that nice swampy, moving texture into a more rhythmic, chopping tremolo, which is great. It gets much more intense, and at some of the faster speeds, it sounds really cool. So that was the Tremolo on the 45 watt setting. And what's really cool is that you can get a foot switch with 2 different buttons on it to independently switch on and off the reverb and the tremolo independently. So you're not having to turn the knobs on the amp at all. You just get it set where you like and then on and off, which is great. As for a few more of the specs on this amp, it's got a 6L6 power section, and the 2x10 speakers in there, or the 2 10-inch speakers, are actually custom made by Supro, and they paired up with Eminence to make these speakers just for these amps, and they sound great. They get really loud and keep a nice tight bottom end. So you've been hearing a lot of sounds from my other guitar with humbuckers. I figure we'll switch over to this, and here's some single coils with these lipstick pickups in the Dan Electro DC3. This thing's a really cool guitar. It has a kind of a unique sound to it, but I think it'll give you a good idea as far as some more single coil tones. So I picked up this amp because I was really just looking for something a little different. I wanted a really good pedal platform amp, and this thing really stood out to me. The selectable headroom is great with the different power levels. The effects are great. It's got such a warm, thick tone that really punches in a mix. When you're playing this thing with a drummer, it's just so full and lively and harmonically rich that it really can't be beat. And when you add in the tremolo and the reverb, everything moves in such a good way that I just fell in love with this amp. So I was speaking of pedals. I'm just going to plug in a few things here and play us out. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoy the sound of this amp. I think it's wonderful. And thank you for watching. I've been Matt with A1amps.com, and I'll catch you guys next time.